Hey guys, this is Tango again. Just real quick, if you get a minute, you should probably pick up one of these painter benches at Harbor Freight. They actually work out really awesome. This is part two of the bullshit going through with this by Suburban. Got the oil check unit done. That was the one that was putting a loop through my check engine light that would pop up after 10 miles being on the freeway. It's been about 2 weeks. It's perfect. No more check engine light. And not being a spokesman either for MSD, but MSD offers an awesome plug wire OEM replacement stuff. Actually worked out pretty good. Put this video together real quick to see if you guys are still using this as an everyday driver. So that's your map sensor. Map sensor is right there. O2 sensor. You can clean that up with some Coca-Cola. I'm not kidding you. Coca-Cola. Get a little tupper dish. Dip it in there. Use a wire brush to clean it up. Last I checked, shops are charging $195 for a service, just to look at this stuff. Anyway, MSD offers an awesome, ever since COVID, a lot of shops went out of business. But MSD wires are pretty awesome. This thing idles like a brand new Lexus. And, so check engine light codes, might be a IAC. That is right there. And I don't know. Best thing to do, I can tell you to do, is this was like $30 on eBay. GM code checker. It's pretty easy to use. Just trying to save you guys some money out there. Things are pretty bulletproof engines. It's just you can use XL wiring or whatever. I'm not a spokesman for everything. What I can tell you is Harbor Freight thermostat. If you have a computer on this thing needs to run at least 180 to 170 degrees. I had a 65 degree thing. It wouldn't pass DEQ or smog or whatever. I live in California and everything else, so that actually worked out pretty. Need to make it. It needs to run hot. So, see if I can make the best out of this video for you guys. So, the sensor next to the thermostat, this one, goes to the computer, right? So, that'll give you a check engine light if something's not working right. Let me go for another bench here. This one next to the number one spark plug, the sending unit, where you see the wire. Well, I kind of redid it a little bit. That goes to the gauge. So that goes to your gauge if you have a Silverado pickup truck or a Suburban. I think it's a Suburban. 88 is when they changed everything. But, alright, let's see if I can pop it off for you. Alright, so, my video taking is not what it used to be. Oh, but actually, pay attention to the ground wires. If you're actually following me, you need ground wires. These things will make your life so much easier. So, that goes to the gauge if you have a Silverado or a full gauge kit on your dashboard. Alright, so let's go down here. And so this is on the driver's side. And so it looks like a little mini cupcake or whatever you want to call it. I got this Suburban came with the towing package and extra oil coolers. So that, oh great, finally in Oregon the sun finally shows. So that sensor or sending unit goes to your oil gauge. So the first video I sent you with that oil check stuff was actually going to the computer, putting a check engine light on, which pissed me off, and blah blah blah. So this is your standard, I guess, CK truck or whatever people call it. So so you got your oil gauge, coolant gauge, alternator gauge, whatever. And that's about all I can say about that. Alcohol, 91%. If you got to pass smog, bring it down to about 5 gallons. Put about 1 gallon of alcohol in that thing and bring it to the DEQ place or the smog place, and it'll pass. Getting a new windshield installed hopefully soon. That's why I took the dash ball. Dash pad's been out for a while. But this is where your passenger side. You gotta be kidding me. Hold on. Here we go. So that's where your computers are, or the computer, ECM, control module. Back away if you can see it. It's behind the glove box. You don't have to take the dash pad out to get to it. But if you want to reset, if you put a new sensor in, or usually you're supposed to unplug the battery for a while, but if you want to get crazy, you can unplug that. I've unplugged mine overnight, plugged it back in when I put a new sensor in, and finally, I can actually drive this thing. This thing is an everyday driver again. I'm not kidding you about the rubbing alcohol. A coworker of mine turned me onto that. But put about 2 gallons of rubbing alcohol in here with 2 gallons of super unleaded, and I flew right through smog or DEQ or whatever you guys call it. But anyway, hope this helps out. Not looking for comments on the video. Just hope this helps you guys out. Jesus, everything's expensive nowadays. Just trying to help people out. If you're like me, I got the ADD thing with the check engine light. I hate that shit. So, but yeah, this thing needs to run about at least 180 degrees, which I don't like. I don't like it running that hot, but that's what it needs to do for the computer to monitor all the sensors and stuff. All right, take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.